Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
All right, welcome to episode 4 of season 5. We are here with Mortal Void. How you guys doing tonight?
Hey, how you doing?
What's up? We're doing good. How are y'all?
Fan-fucking-tastic on a Tuesday night.
Tuesday.
Anyway,
Really,
who do I want to pick on tonight?
Tuesday.
You know, I'm since Meg doesn't feel good, I usually pick on Meg, but I'm going to pick on CB tonight. So CB, you're first.
All right. So, what kind of hobbies are you guys into besides music?
Dude, I'm like super deep into like
heaven.
playing RuneScape, man.
Oh wow! Wow!
So on RuneScape, how long have you been playing that for? 'Cause I know it's
I don't
been out
even
for a
wanna-
long time.
I don't even want to reveal. I've been playing RuneScape since I was 6, bro.
Oh.
Like,
That's awesome.
since I was fucking 6, my older brother got me into it. Dude, I probably have 20,000 hours in RuneScape.
Oh my
Like,
god!
not even kidding.
That's so cool.
I've asked that same question.
That's some dedication.
Jesus. What about you, Brian?
I have quit the hobbies I used to do. Besides playing guitar, I used to skateboard, and I quit skateboarding because there was nobody to skateboard with. There was nowhere to skate, and I live like next to a skate park, and it kind of like calls out my name. But I'm like, if I break my arm, I can't play guitar.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Besides
yeah.
that, I've been playing Battlefield, I guess,
Okay.
or like indie games. Not much of a hobby, but
All right, fair enough. What you got, Eric?
Eric, you there? He just texted me and said his thing's messing up.
Oh shit. I know. With us, like me and CB, we're big on Magic the Gathering, so we fucking play Magic a lot.
Well, I'm noticing that Magic and Metal are kind of coming out more and more in the open, and a lot more bands play it than we think.
Oh yeah, like I don't think Eric plays it. Neither does Brian, but dude, I also used to play tons of Magic too as well. Like me and my wife play, all of her band plays, so it's like we're super deep into Magic as well.
Yeah, that's us. Like tomorrow, we're taking tomorrow off all day to get up in the morning and just play Magic against each other like all fucking day.
Yeah.
So we're not doing shit tomorrow, but playing fucking Magic, and we're taking a damn day off. All right, fair enough. All right, Meg, you're up.
Okay. So, what was the first concert that you ever went to?
I think the first one I can remember might have actually been like Dying Fetus.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was like 12 or 13, but it was like Metal Alliance tour. It was like Fetus. I think Job for a Cowboy was there. I think like 3 Inches of Blood was there.
That's a name I have not heard in forever.
Goddamn.
And then it's funny because then after that, my dad will take me to shows. He'll take me to like, oh, let's go see B.B. King. Let's go see like John Fogerty. And weirdly enough, I think Fetus headlined my first show.
Yeah. I actually remember seeing Job for a Cowboy the first time, and like I'd never heard the term deathcore before, ever, never heard it, and it was Job for a Cowboy, Carnifex, and I think the Red Chord, and they're playing this teeny tiny like. This shit couldn't have fit like 200 people, and 200 people, we were like sardine cans. And Job for a Cowboy played, and I was just like, what the fuck is this? This shit is amazing. And like, I became obsessed with deathcore after that, looking up every goddamn deathcore band I could find. And of course, that was during the MySpace days. So
yeah, so that era probably happened.
Yeah. And
there's
then,
some,
of course,
there's some old like MySpace deathcore that just goes fucking insane, dude. Like Jerome, y'all ever listen to Jerome?
Yes.
Jerome is fucking crazy, dude. And I remember I sent it to my buddy, or I was talking about it with my buddy Henry, and I was like, "Oh, you got to check out Jerome." And he's like, "You're fucking with me. That like there can't be a deathcore band named Jerome." And I was like, "Yeah, dude." And they're fucking sick. Eat the Gun. Fucking shit is badass.
Oh yeah. I discovered them all. I think around the same time I also discovered like some of the early mathcore bands. Like I discovered on my MySpace, I discovered like Tony Danza Tap Dance Extravaganza, and I Wrestled a Bear Once, and I became a huge Iwabo fan and got really, really big into them. And like my closet is still full of I Wrestled a Bear Once shirts. Full of it. So I'm fucking definitely down on that shit.
Yeah. Tony Danza Tap Strap. I can't even say it, but like I fucking love that band as well, dude. It's a mouthful
they're back now.
Yeah, I saw that.
Dude, I'm so excited. I'm like, please play close. I gotta go. I've seen them one time ever, and I was just like, I gotta go. I gotta go fucking see them. I don't care if I have to travel. Wherever the fuck I gotta go, I'm gonna go. All right. So on that, for each one of you, if you could take any 3 bands of your choice on tour with you, money is not an issue, and they can't say no. Who are you taking on tour with you?
I'll be honest, man. We definitely would not headline the motherfucker. I'll tell you that. Like,
fair enough.
I would definitely say Fetus. Shout out to Trey Williams. Fucking love Trey. Probably Job for a Cowboy as well. That's one of my favorite bands like ever. And shit, if I had to pick one more,
I didn't think my favorite bands are No More.
Yeah. Man, I can't even think of another one. I'd have to like look at my Spotify. Dude.
Yeah.
But those two for sure. Those two.
Fair enough. What about you, Brian?
I think I could rock with like Dying Fetus as well. I've probably seen them the most. Always like looked up to John growing up. I like Archaic. Nobody knows about Archaic. And then what would I do number 3? It'd be a good like fit. Some like something like Tech Death.
You can't say Job for a Cowboy also, man. Probably like maybe the Faceless if they were still around, dude. The Faceless.
Oh shit, I remember that. Oh, I missed the Faceless. They were so good.
So good, dude.
They were amazing. All right, how about you, Eric?
Man, it's out of genre, but I can't help but want to pick Ghoul. Dude, I fucking love
Okay.
like Ghoul's so sick. Municipal Waste, definitely. Despite being in a death metal band, I live for thrash and just straight fucking speed.
Okay.
Probably shit. I don't even know.
Don't feel bad about out of genre because, like, if I pick 3, it would be like fucking complete mixed genre, like off the wall, like just insane. Like for me, it'd be like I could tell you right off the top of my head, Necrogoblicon would be fucking one,
Yeah.
and then Archspire would be one, and then fucking Spirit Box would be my other.
Yeah.
So it's like way out there, but like, yeah, it's just, man.
Necrogoblicon and anything would just
Well,
lightens it up.
they're the whole reason that I am so stoked about Welcome to Rockville because they're playing this year. And I'm just like, I don't care who I fucking miss. I am watching Necrogoblicon. I don't give a fuck. It's happening. I've seen them before, but I've seen them with like all their old vocalists. So I really like
18.
Yeah, I
They got
really
out there chugging beers and hyping the crowd up.
Yeah, I really like their new stuff too, so I'm definitely going to be there to see that.
Because isn't Dickie Allen? That's his name, right? Like the vocalist for him now or something. Yeah, he's
him and John Goblicon is they're doing split vocals.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to see them, and of course, Paleface Swiss is playing, so I'm definitely going to be there for fucking that one.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. All right, CB, you're up, my brother.
So, what is a pet peeve of y'all's when y'all are at practice?
Oh,
you haven't had any.
We haven't.
Have we had any?
He's not here right now, and I fucking love you, Graham. But when Graham starts yapping,
Oh my god!
I rode with him to our first show, and like we were chilling at his house, and I don't want to but yeah, he likes to talk. I like to listen though.
Yeah.
I'll always hear him out.
No, we're not
hear him out about anything.
We're not talking shit about Graham, but like Graham can yap, man, and we fucking love
he's
him.
always in a good
He is
mood.
gifted
about
with
yapping,
gab.
so
Yeah.
I feel
won't
like
get bored.
I'm kind of the big talker. Me and Meg.
Dustin also is well
Yeah.
gifted with
Mhm.
gab.
You know,
Yeah.
actually, one pet peeve we had was we just start like not playing our songs and just like jamming out, and I'm guilty of like starting it.
Yeah, Brian will just play some random ass riff, and then next thing you know, we're like, this is our slam band,
This is
and
our
we're all just
slam
going,
band. This is our
making
black
crazy
metal
noises.
band.
Yeah, we've given birth to multiple bands within the course of like 3 rehearsals.
Yeah. Oh man.
Fair enough.
Yeah, you're just vibing though. You never know when a good idea is going to come out of just vibing, just jamming.
Right.
Sometimes just locking yourself in a room for like 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, and just like playing random shit. You have no idea what's going to come out in those few hours.
Yeah.
Because like I remember whenever we first did our band and Meg had just in her, I think me and Meg sat on the phone or actually on here on StreamYard for like 10 plus hours. Just writing shit, talking shit back and forth. And I think we came out with like 3 songs out of that 10 hours that were not expected at all. And I mean, it happens. Just kind of something you just kind of have to do, you know? Yeah. I think that's like when Slipknot did, I can't remember what album it was, but they rented that fucking Houdini mansion and locked themselves in there for God knows fucking how long to write. I think that was volume 3, actually. Either that or Iowa. I can't remember which one it was. But it was like watching them talk about that on like interviews of how they were locked in this fucking house together, couldn't go nowhere. They were just all facing each other, just the pure chaos that ensued. But the music that came out of it was
like a great idea.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Off genre. That's how Jar of Flies got written. Alice in Chains. They came off tour, and their apartment had gotten rented out, so they just stayed in like a studio for a week and just worked on music for 18 hours a day and slept.
Wow.
I think they only had a, what did they have? They had one song written. I can't think of it right now. Before that,
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be sick, dude.
Sometimes you just gotta love
really, that
it.
sounds a little miserable.
I mean, I'm fine with doing that. I'll fucking do it. I don't give a shit, man. That sounds like a great time to me. Just make sure somebody brings me fucking beer every once in a while. I'm good.
Sounds like a great opportunity for shenanigans.
Oh yeah.
That too. That fucking too. So for each one of you, at what age did you decide that you want to be a musician? And what is that one band that made you decide that you wanted to be in metal specifically?
I picked up guitar pretty young. Probably wasted a few years that I could have gotten better, but I think Death Clock got me into death metal because I was growing up around the time that like Metalocalypse was airing like every night,
Yeah.
and I started that and like Lamb of God like real early, like you go from like metal and then you're going to like extreme metal. And then, like, all the kids in my middle school class were like, "What are you listening to?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "I like it." And then you'd have that one friend that like really likes it. And they're like, "See, you get it, you get it."
Yeah, that was about mine was about the same trajectory as Brian's. I was originally a drummer. I've been drumming since I was like 6, like same age as him. But I think it was around the time YouTube became a thing, and like there used to, you just look up whatever. I remember like listening to like System of a Down and then like reading early comments of that shit, and everybody was like, "You guys think this shit's tough? You should listen to fucking Cannibal Corpse." And I was like, "What the fuck is a Cannibal Corpse, man?" I looked that shit up, and I was like, I remember the first time I heard Cannibal Corpse was Hammer Smash Face live, and it was probably like 2 pixels of video footage, and I was just like, "Dude, this shit sucks, but I like it."
I didn't even know who Cannibal Corpse was until fucking Ace Ventura.
Oh yeah.
That's when I discovered who Cannibal Corpse was. And I was just like, what in the hell is that?
Wasn't that like totally by mistake though?
So no, they had rented, if I remember right now, I could be wrong, but I think if I remember correctly, they had rented the venue to shoot in for the movie, but they had forgot that it was already booked for the show. And so the filmmakers were like, well, fuck it, that'd be great. Let's just put them in the fucking movie. So of course the venue was like, well, we got to ask the band if they're cool with it and shit like that. So they asked Cannibal Corpse, and they're like, yeah, absolutely. Fucking shoot the goddamn movie.
Yeah.
So obviously it was great promotion for them. Of course, I don't think they realized how Ace Ventura, how big that movie was going to be. They're like, yeah, fuck it, let's do it. So they allowed it, and they fucking did it. And there's like a bunch of interviews with Jim Carrey with him meeting Cannibal Corpse while on the set and like hanging out with them and shit.
Yeah.
And he was just like, I hear death metal band. He was like, but they're not what you expect them to be, which was a really cool thing for metal musicians because we all get stereotyped into this fucking bullshit that we're these evil, mad people and satanic worship,
The devil.
all that other shit. And like, I know Cannibal Corpse, some of those guys are like, I've met a couple of them before in the past. They are the nicest motherfuckers I think I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
Most of us are.
Well, yeah, and that just goes to show. How about you, Eric?
I'm gonna go off of something similar that Jimmy mentioned because I was not into metal at all until maybe like sometime in like however old you are in like 5th or 6th grade, like younger. I found System of a Down and I listened to BYOB
Like a
for the
TV
first
popper.
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
BYOB literally changed the course of my life because like after that I was like, let me watch like all their live videos, listen to all their music. And then I had just started using Spotify, and they had that radio function or whatever.
Yeah.
I listened to Slayer's Hollowed Point. That was the first Slayer song I ever heard. That was a complete change in everything. From there, it was just heavier music and heavier music. I was in band and marching band, and that had
Me too.
some influence into what I became now as a vocalist, because there was a lot of yelling and screaming, and I was like, oh, all this fucking metal I'm listening to has all that. Might as well practice it out.
What'd you do in band? What'd you play?
I was a trombonist for 6 years.
Me too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. Tromboner,
Yeah,
boner, tones.
Y'all are much harder than
They don't get
y'all,
it.
y'all are much harder than me because like I guess the first band I ever discovered, like I guess you could say was metal. Of course, I'm probably quite a bit older than most of you. Was Motorhead. Like Motorhead was like the heaviest thing. Motorhead and Black Sabbath were like the heaviest thing fucking ever. And then I think it really switched for me. I think I was in the 7th or 8th grade when I discovered Marilyn Manson. And then that was like the descent. But where I grew up in the middle of the goddamn Bible Belt out in the fucking country, bumfuck Oklahoma, which is where I was born and originally raised. So you didn't hear metal. Like the closest thing to metal that we had on some of our radio stations was like pop punk. So like I did get into like the Offspring and Green Day and shit like that. And then I discovered Marilyn Manson. I'm like, what the hell is this? This is fucking amazing. And then I found Cold Chamber. And then I had to like literally search for shit. And then that's when I started discovering all this other shit. So I kind of get jealous when everybody's like, yeah, the first band I found was Slayer. And I'm like, God damn, I wish I would have found Slayer when I was in 5th grade.
Get access to all the gems.
I'm like, I mean, they were all around. I didn't even know who Metallica was until I was like fucking 9th grade, 10th grade, by the time I even knew who Metallica was.
Wow.
And
So
they've
my
been
dad
out.
had like downloaded all these albums. He was really big into allegedly, supposedly. Somehow he got all this music on his computer. And it happened to include like System of a Down, Marilyn Manson, Black Sabbath, like all these different albums. And so my chore was to go mow our fucking acre of land. And so I saved up some money from mowing lawns, from mowing the neighbor's lawn, $50. I bought this little MP4, MP3 player, and I would put that music onto my little player, and I'd put in my little wired earbuds, and I'd go mow, and then I'd weed eat, and I'd be fucking like jamming out to this good shit.
See, I wish we would have had this shit when I was. We had to have this giant fucking Walkman that was 20 pounds that you had to have strapped to your side on your fucking belt.
Well,
And then you had to record songs on a fucking tape, on a mixtape, and record from the local radio station in order to fucking listen to anything.
But see, if you had the Jinko jeans, you could just put it in your back pocket.
No, no.
Yeah, well, we had Jinko. Well, Jinko didn't come out till I was damn near in high school.
Yeah, I was in junior high at that time.
Yeah, I was almost in high school. I think I was a sophomore whenever Jinkos came out. So I never really wore them. So yeah, I missed. I kind of, well, some people were. I didn't. I never did get.
Damn near put a whole PlayStation in there.
I was always trying to figure out how the skateboarders could skate in those big ass goddamn elephant ear fucking pants without killing themselves.
Very carefully.
Never could understand that. I'm like, you're basically wearing like two dresses. There's like a dress per each leg, and I'm trying to figure out how the fuck they're maintaining this.
It cushions the blow
It's
whenever
all
they
about the
fall.
style. That early 90s skateboarding, that like mid 90s skateboarding style.
Mhm.
See, we skateboarded in Oklahoma, but it was like they all wore like really tight jeans. It was like skinny jeans or shorts. I was a big shorts guy. Everything was camo shorts. Fucking camo shorts for fucking everything. So for like my friends' group, it was all camo fucking shorts, Dickies and shit like that. And then I think Vans had just came out. And so we were wearing either Vans or Dickies fucking like camo shorts. And that was like the thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, CB, you're up, my friend.
So in the music industry, What is something that you wish that you had known before you got into music?
Before I got into music, how much fucking marketing this shit takes, dude.
Right?
Also, like, yeah,
that ties into it.
Marketing
how much
alone
money-
is a
You're muted.
I know. I got it. Yeah, marketing alone is a full-time job. Just content creation. And he's asked this question a million times, and it's like, would you rather go back before social media, or do you really like the social media? But I mean, there's pros and cons to both sides.
Oh yeah. No, the thing is, like, I don't mind making content or whatever. Like, we kind of postponed for right now while we're writing the new record. But I don't hate it, but at some point it becomes very stale to do. And then it's like, you never know if you're going to get into an algorithm. Shit, sometimes you got to pay for fucking ads if you have to, man. If you really like need to push something, you know. I was like, this shit adds up quick, man.
Yep,
It
does. It does. What about you, Jimmy?
I think that was his answer. I was gonna say it kind of even ties into marketing. Is just the amount of money, and I've been able to drop money on stuff we need. Not exactly the industry, but if you want to play live or record
you can't. Like, you just can't. If you don't market, you're not going to get out there, and that's the unfortunate part of it. Is just like shit like Facebook, for instance. Like, you can have 250,000 followers on there, but only 1% or less is going to see your post unless you boost the post. But if you boost the post, it only goes to your followers. It doesn't get you new followers. If you want new followers, you got to pay for fucking ads on them. And then you got to target that. So it's like, if you want your followers and non-followers, then you got to do 2 different goddamn marketing campaigns.
Yeah.
And you could be paying it upwards of $100 a day.
Yeah.
And
it's just, like, dude, if you look into, like, because, like, we watched a bunch of shit on Meta ads for Facebook and Instagram. That shit is so convoluted, man. And, like, dude, we got, like, you know, we did pretty good when we were, like, running ads for stuff. But, dude, like, 90, I wouldn't say 90, probably, like, 70, 60%, something like that, is, like, Brazilian people, because it all funnels it to the cheapest conversions. So, like, we get tons of messages that's like, love from Brazil. And it's like, holy shit. I mean, I'm glad we got Brazilian fans, but it's like, hey, man, we haven't even done a full U.S. tour. Like, can we get some U.S. fans? Like,
yeah. Yep. How about you, Eric?
Portuguese yet?
Hard to say, because I feel like I've only been involved in the music industry for such a short time. I guess kind of like how Brian said, maybe not an entire music industry answer. But I guess I just haven't been exposed to the horrors of reality yet. But
Coming.
just like time.
Yeah,
right. Really, time investment. It's hard because I'm trying to kind of get on my feet, kind of work towards the future or whatever, day job shit. And at the same time, it's like, oh yeah, I got to balance all that. Got to balance rehearsals, shows. We meet up for like photography and stuff, so like scheduling, and it gets difficult. It's manageable still, but I mean, down the line, who knows what might come up. And it's just, I guess it's just that that chaotic jumble of events, just managing that.
It's about to get a lot worse, my friend.
Yeah,
get prepared.
Yeah.
Hope so.
Get prepared.
let's hope it gets worse, baby.
Grammar
say that
right now. We were in a band for a short time together before Mortal Void, and that's where I got my first taste. Because if I'm going to be completely transparent, I had my first encounter with the local metal scene here in DFW, probably like 2020 or 2021. So it's like I've listened to metal my whole life, but I've only been going to shows for a couple years, been in bands for less than that probably.
Oh God.
So it's like it's definitely it's a fun experience for sure. But it's just like, yeah, like y'all are saying, it's just like better buckle up and be ready for whatever comes our way.
Yeah, because like my first band that I was ever in was in 1997. Was my first band. So
Oh.
you be quiet, Meg.
Oh, dang.
You should have seen what recording was like back then. Y'all got it easy now. Back then it was
I mean, did you have to crank the camera before it took the picture? Or?
You shut the fuck up, all right? You can kiss my ass. You're not much younger than me, so you can fucking suck it, all right?
I mean, I still remember Polaroid back in the day.
Well, yeah. No, that Polaroids are back now. Apparently, that's a new fucking trend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
the mini ones, you get like this cute little camera, and you get these little tiny pictures that you can put in your little junk journal.
People like retro stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously. Well, that's why all the old bands are coming back because of fucking nostalgia. Nostalgia sells for some goddamn
Be
reason.
nostalgic for something you shouldn't be nostalgic about.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be like 14-year-olds that are like, I gotta play the Nintendo 64, man.
Or,
It's like, what are you nostalgic about, dude? You weren't even a fucking embryo. Like,
I know.
like I need,
My
I need
first-
a record player. It just sounds
My first system was a fucking Atari. I don't know if any of you guys remember Atari, but yeah.
Oh,
my-
sorry. Never
my-
touched one.
well, I'm sure because the Atari is way older than you.
I mean, we knew what it was, but we didn't touch it because we were.
Oh, I
afraid.
had one. I had an Atari. That was my very first system was Atari. We played Donkey Kong and Pole Position on
Yeah,
fucking Atari.
I think mine was just the Nintendo, the original Nintendo.
Nintendo didn't come out
To
till
blow
I
on the
was,
cartridges.
Yep.
I think
Yeah.
I was like 8 or 9 when Nintendo came out. I believe somewhere around there. But yeah, it was a while. All right, Meg, you're up.
All right. So, what does burnout look like for each of you? It's kind of a heavy question. So, what does burnout look like for each of you, and how do you like get yourself out of it?
well, I wouldn't say we've hit burnout necessarily just now or anytime soon or lately, but I think it's starting to when we wrote the EP and now we're like, okay, we want to go full send on the LP, and it's like we're on really good pace for the deadline we set, but when you look at it, it's super daunting. It's like, holy shit, we have to do a lot of shit. We made like a whole master plan and shit, and it's easy to read, but whenever you start putting it to like actual reality, it's like, God, dude, this is going to be like a year and a half of work almost, if you don't like go on a good pace, But as far as burnout, like, I think the number one thing I've always done is like, I'll be like, I'm just not going to pick up my bass. I'm just going to like play fucking Dwarf Fortress or RuneScape or some bullshit for like a week and not do a fucking thing.
You force yourself to kind of vacation a little bit.
Oh yeah, you have to. You absolutely have to.
That's smart.
Fair
How
enough.
about you,
Fair
Paul?
enough. So, if you guys could get a chance to bring back any musician from the dead and spend 24 hours with them learning everything they know about the music industry, who would you choose to spend that time with?
G.G. Allen?
Not GG. Not GG.
You may not survive that. You might want to go with option 2.
It'd be selfish if I said Chuck Schuldiner. It's a little selfish. So like,
I mean, not if that's who you really want to learn from.
yeah,
That's like his hero, man. He
Yeah.
fucking loves Death, dude. That's his favorite band. But
Well, I mean, that's who you'd want to spend that time with. I mean, if that's who you really want to learn from, then that's who you would do.
shit, I don't really even know who I'd necessarily like want to learn from. Shit, like probably my biggest hero, he's still alive, but like, man, like when I was in high school, I was like super obsessed with Tool. I would love to learn from like Maynard James Keenan. Just be like, you know, a lot about like writing good prog music and like seen it all, done it all. I would like to like learn from him, you know, but he's not dead.
You got no dead heroes.
Drink wine too.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, if you're into prog metal, prog metal is still relatively new. So,
Yeah.
I mean, probably the oldest, prog metal band would probably be Tool. Because I know there's probably others that kind of fucked with that sound, but I kind of feel like they were the ones that really kind of,
Yeah, like coined it.
You
Pretty
could
much.
always
coined it.
like go to prog rock.
Yeah, like Crimson King or like Pink Floyd or some shit would be cool.
Because I mean, I consider myself a prog metal bassist. So like most of all the stuff that I've ever studied has been, prog metal, and prog metal is so vast because it's like you got bands like Tool that are considered prog metal, but then you look at like bands like, even Meshuggah is considered to be like a prog metal band, and their sounds are fucking way fucking different. So it's hard to find a musician that would be passed for prog metal. But like, I know for me, it would definitely be just because I really liked his bass playing, and he's one of the very few that was a pick player, because I play with the pick. I don't play with my fingers. I just choose not to, which would be fucking Paul Gray from Slipknot. I just really liked the way that he played, and he was a pick player.
Yeah.
How about you, Eric?
I don't know. I kind of gave it some thought while y'all were talking. As far as dead and learning, bring them back. I'm just not sure. I want to say right now, Peter Steele just is fresh on my mind. He was an amazing musician, and I feel like I would benefit to learn a lot from him personally as well. Despite his controversies in Carnivore, there's some songs on there that, like, really.
I like the name too.
Yeah, there are some values and attitudes I'd like to learn from him personally. If I brought him back.
Yeah, see, like out of genre, like if I was to go out of genre, I would probably have to say Prince, just because you can't deny the motherfucker could play anything and everything.
Oh yeah.
And he was skilled at everything. There wasn't anything everything he touched turned to fucking gold. I mean, especially for my generation, he was it. It was between him and Freddie Mercury. Everything they fucking touched, and Ozzy, everything they touched turned to fucking gold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They could essentially do no wrong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, all right, CB, you're up.
So, what is the craziest or weirdest snack that you guys make?
Shit, you know what?
You said snack?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
no.
dude, there's been so many times we'll get together and just get piss hammered drunk and make fucking liquor cheeseburger parties, dude. We'll just be cooking cheeseburgers.
Whoa.
You're gonna have to explain that.
Yeah, you gotta go into detail.
We get totally. We'll buy like a handle of whatever fucking cheap ass whiskey we can get, and just cook fucking cheeseburgers and get fucked up drunk.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And we call them
like a
liquor
party.
cheeseburger parties, dude.
I love it. That tells you everything you need to know.
Y'all should market that. I'm just saying. Like you should.
That's
You
a
should
great one.
like that's a fucking t-shirt idea and a song idea. Like, you need to market that. You should brand that immediately.
Let's get a trademark.
Like a cheeseburger party.
All right, Brian, how about you?
Oh, I do that with him. I try to think of weird snacks.
And what's the weirdest shit you've ever made, and you're like, I'm not sure about this, but I'm gonna eat it anyways?
While you're thinking, I'll tell you one of mine. I like a peanut butter and banana sandwich with a slice of American cheese.
That's not. I could eat that.
I could probably
I
eat
could
that
eat that.
too, to be
I don't
honest.
think there's much. I don't
Meg.
think there's much that I'd say like that's too.
Just make my stomach turn.
I don't know why. I have no idea. I've eaten it since I was a little girl. It must be one of those weird kid things, and now it's been a hot minute since I've had one. Now I want one.
See, I've heard that, but I
Really?
actually used to know a girl who would eat. It was similar, but instead of cheese, she put mayonnaise on it. It was
I've heard that
mayonnaise,
too. There was
peanut butter,
Dude, there
and
was some
banana.
weird ass girl in my high school that would eat mayonnaise and peanut butter sandwiches, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking throw up.
So that's actually more normal than you think.
You just take it and shove it because that's fucking.
One that's not so weird that's on the peanut butter sandwich is the Fluffernutter, the marshmallow fluff with the peanut
Mhm.
butter.
Yeah.
Y'all ever
Well,
had that?
yeah.
That's really good. That's not very weird, but
All right, Eric, what do you got?
I got pickled pork skins for y'all.
hell yeah!
I'm down.
Yes.
Pickled anything pretty much, but I feel like anyone I ever tell about it, they're just like, "What do you mean a pickled pork skin?" I'm like, "Yeah, you take the skin off a pig, pickle it, and it's soft, it's gelatinous, it's a little salty and tangy, delicious on fucking anything crunchy." Awesome.
I'm down.
Probably the
I've
weird.
Fucking CB's over there about to puke. He doesn't like anything. He doesn't like anything pickled. Because I love pickles.
What?
Like, I'm big on pickles and all that shit. And, like, dude, if I even start, like, cracking the damn jar of a pickle, he's, like, walking off to his room
Nope,
and, like,
I'm out.
hiding.
I'm out.
Yeah, he won't do it. He wants nothing to do with it. Like, I even like pickled eggs, pickled pig's
Oh,
feet.
yeah.
I'll fucking eat all of it.
Never
Ryan, did you come up with one
Never
yet?
had pickled pig feet. Heard
Pickled
about it.
pig-
I'd give it a try.
I could have
I'm not
swore
picky.
God he just said. I thought he just said pickled dick feet, and I'm like, what? Pickled dick feet.
Yeah, I had that. Yeah.
I think that's on a different show later tonight.
Gonna pay for that one.
Yeah.
We're gonna start an OnlyFans.
Only pickles.
Oh my
Yeah,
God. Oh my God. All right. Meg, you're up.
Well, what usually sparks a new song for you guys? Where you get your inspiration from?
That on me. Sometimes I'll just be like, "Hey, I'm not gonna play to write. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna have fun." Other times I'm like, "I want it to be around this scale. I want it to be this tempo. Like we need something fast and evil. We need something slow and heavy. We need something dynamic." I usually just introduce riffs, and then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, sick riffs. We'll build around it." I haven't had anybody be like, "We can't use this riff. It sucks." But I'll be the person to be like, "I don't like this riff. It sucks."
It's always him, man.
Yeah.
Brian will bring like the coolest riff to practice, and we're like, "That was sick," and he goes, "I fucking hate it, and we're never using it." Every time. And it's like, that was badass. Like, we need to use that, man.
We are our own worst critics sometimes.
That we are. That absolutely we are. So
Um,
on that, kind of playing off of hers, because actually this kind of goes into it. So I'm gonna let y'all answer hers, but this also plays into it. Also on y'all's inspiration, playing into the inspiration part. Are you guys, for each one of you, are you ones that will listen to metal before you write? Or are you somebody that cannot listen to metal and you have to like get away from metal in order to write?
Oh, I cannot listen to metal because I'll start stealing riffs, dude. I will straight up steal riffs. I'll be like, dude, that's badass, and then someone will be like, hey, that's a Go Rod song, dickhead.
Never mind.
But no, I'll just like listen to like shit. I have to look at my Spotify what I was just listening to this morning. I was like, I cannot listen to fucking metal if I'm thinking about writing. Yeah, I was listening to Damian Marley, Welcome to Jamrock, and and fucking Seether and shit like that. Like total fucking 180 from it.
Yeah.
All right. How about you, Eric?
I'm on the flip side. I definitely use it to kind of get into a headspace of like, these are, you know, maybe certain themes that maybe like reaching out to me during that time, because I usually just have a lot of like roaming thoughts, just random shit. Eventually I think of something and I'm just like, oh, let me reminisce on this, and it'll just be a constant loop in my head. But definitely listening to metal beforehand, it gets me hyped, it gets me kind of in the zone to be thinking about what this song is going to be about. I mean, lyrically, yes, and then vocally, yeah, same shit. Yeah, I need the hype. It helps me get in that headspace. I listen to chill shit, I'm just gonna be like, oh, whatever.
All right, fair enough. I know for me, like, I can't listen to metal at all. Like my main thing is like I usually listen to Post Malone is what I fucking listen to before and I'll have to listen to it for several weeks before I even attempt to start writing at all. Like I'm like fucking Jimmy. Like if I start listening to metal, I'll tend to start sounding like whatever fucking bands that I fucking listen to, which primarily is like a lot of like Tool and Gojira and Bill Harda and you know shit like that. So it's like also I'll start writing something like, God damn it, that's fucking sounds like goddamn Gojira. I can't fucking do that. Like I need a whole entire like brain erase from anything fucking metal at all for me to start writing.
Straight up, man. Like I said, I will steal some riffs, and then I'm like, I physically cannot play this or record it because I will get sued.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't want
absolutely. All right, CB, you're up.
So, if you guys were to offer advice to somebody who wants to get into music, what would that advice be?
Get your bank account like up.
Like, buy everything first.
Like
That's good advice for everybody.
Spend the money to do something quality. Like seriously.
Yeah. If I were to say anything too, one thing that helped me like on my journey of music was like literally fucking learn everything, dude. Like serious, down to like how to use a DAW, how to fucking play bass, how to play guitar, whatever it may be, program drums. Like that shit will help you tremendously. Like no matter the situation, whether it's a one-man band or a band with fucking 19 people in it, you know.
Right. All right. Fair enough. All right, Meg, you're up.
So, what are we looking forward to for Mortal Void for 2026? What's coming down the pipeline?
So, right now, we set a deadline to finish writing. That's not like recording, marketing, you know, getting single art and shit like that. For our next LP, or our first LP, I should say. We already got like maybe 8 songs kind of fleshed out. Still got to like write lyrics, record vocals, stuff like that. But we should probably see maybe around the end of the year this first couple singles of it. But it'll be our new LP, The Sacred Prism. That's what it's going to be called.
Ooh, that sounds cool. That sounds really cool. I like that.
Fair enough. So, for each one of you, if metal didn't even fucking exist, never existed, nothing in metal existed, what type of music do you think you would play?
Prog rock. I'd say prog rock
Yeah.
probably. That could go. We could go like way back with that, and I'm sure there's still plenty of prog rock bands that I couldn't name because I'm always worried about prog death or prog metal.
Yeah.
And I do love like those classic prog rock bands like Yes or like Floyd, of course.
Yeah,
or,
King Crimson, stuff like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
Rush.
if I were to say, yeah, like a total serious answer, it would probably be like prog rock or like, dude, I might even be in like a crust punk band or some shit. You know what I mean? Like just playing like a fucking hurdy-gurdy and like smelling like garbage all the time.
I wanted to buy
Oh
a
my
banjo.
God.
I wish I could finger pick. You know, learn
Oh, yeah.
banjo. Bluegrass. Bluegrass is like technical country.
Yeah,
It's like it's badass.
Yeah.
And growing up, I was like, "Oh, bluegrass. This is like some backwoods country." And now I'm like, "This is like badass." These dudes,
these
these are
fucking
killer
crazy.
at these instruments.
All right,
Eric,
perfect.
what would Eric do?
Probably going back to like just that I was in band. I would probably end up in some kind of ska band, playing trombone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Something fun like that for sure. But I mean, if I was more talented instrumentally, I would probably pursue something in the jazz fusion area.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah.
Correa,
That's a good point.
Hancock and stuff. That shit's so fun.
Yeah, like Soften the Glare and shit. That shit is so badass.
I'm glad you brought that up because like I thought I was the only one that would say ska because I've always said like if there was no metal that ever existed, I would be in a ska band because like I was a huge fan of the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Still a huge fan of the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. So I've never played it, never fucking tried, but I damn sure fucking try.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hands down, that shit just seems fun. It's like just fun as fuck.
Everything about the live footage is what gets me every time. I've never not seen a ska band play where it didn't look like every single person was having the time of their life.
A
Yeah,
blast. Freaking blast.
Absolutely. All right, CB, you go.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
You motherfucker.
Look, dude, I weigh above 300 pounds, so I'll fucking eat pineapple on pizza.
I'll eat
dude.
pineapple. Pineapple, some ham.
Oh yeah, pineapple ham pizza. I'll fucking eat it. I don't care.
I don't
What
know.
about jalapenos? Do those
I
two
love
mix?
jalapenos.
Once again, CB, I weigh over 300 pounds. Jalapenos go on pizza.
May I submit
Okay.
my original argument?
The CB's talk is shit because one of my favorite pizzas is fucking pineapple, Canadian bacon, and jalapenos.
I will fucking eat that every day.
I'll eat that.
And
Every-
he won't touch it. And I'm like, dude, you're missing out on the greatest thing ever.
Buy you a
Seriously.
pizza all on your own, and I'll just have my little pepperoni pizza, and I'll be just fine.
He's a pansy. All right, Meg, you get the last question before we get into their music.
Okay, let's see. What's your favorite venue that y'all have played at?
We've only played one.
Yeah, we've only
Fuck the
played
ball.
one live
We
show.
just-
So yeah, we just had our first
Yeah.
live show, and
Oh, okay.
it was all right, but there was no PA or anything. It was a fucking bar, but it's still pretty sick.
Have fun.
Okay,
at
well then let's
bars.
go. Let's go. What's a dream venue? What's a dream place that you'd like to play? If money
Vakken,
wasn't-
dude.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
We want to play Vakken one day, dude.
Hell yeah. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
we heard all about Vakken. Actually, the band that we interviewed for the season opener, season 5, they played Vakken, and so
Yeah.
we got to hear all about that. And it sounds. I would love to just go. I don't
That
even
would
give
be
a fuck.
quite the experience.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
go. Actually, the one I really want to go to is Hellfest. I want to go
Oh,
to
yeah.
Hellfest so fucking bad. Like, we interviewed a band last year that I became good friends with, and they played Hellfest, and were like fucking teasing the fuck out of me all day while I'm at work, working my ass off. They're sending me pictures from like backstage of Hellfest, and like sending me pictures of the whole thing. I'm like, y'all fucking suck. Y'all can suck my dick. All right, you can suck my dick. Y'all can kiss my ass. This is bullshit. All right, so we actually have. I kind of created a somewhat music video for you guys. I don't know what song this is. Whatever I was able to pull off of YouTube that you had. So
probably As Emptiness Consumes.
That's it. So you guys want to tell us a little bit about the song before we play?
So I can give you a bit of a rundown how we wrote it,
Okay.
and then what it's about.
Perfect.
Brian was still in his hometown in fucking North Carolina. He sends me a video recording of him playing this riff, and I fucking converted it from MP4 to MP3, threw it in the DAW, and started writing drums. And I don't know. We kind of do most of our stuff kind of in the house, just like home studio shit. And then I just had like lyrics in my head right away. And I was like, life flashes before me in my final stand. And I was like, just talking about suicide, dude. Like, me, I have mental health issues. And that song's kind of rooted from a period in my life where I did like attempt suicide. And it was just kind of a way. The lamest way I can say this, it was a good way for me to get over that and heal from it, if that makes sense.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what music is supposed to do. Is fix this type of shit, So that I totally understand. So on that, here is their music video for that I kind of threw together. Please, everybody, go check out their Facebook page, their Instagram, all the fucking social media accounts. Just go check out Mortal Void. Hit the fucking follow button. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything to hit that fucking follow button.
Just
if
do it.
they're playing at a show, shows aren't that expensive. Don't be a pussy. Pay the $5, $10, $15. Go see these bands. Let's keep live music alive and playing, and stop paying shit tons of money to go see goddamn cover bands. Stop it. Fucking stop it.
Yeah.
Don't do that. All right. Anyways, go check out Mortal Void. We love you guys. We will see you again next Tuesday. And here is Mortal Void. We love you guys. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Soulless parasite becomes this most